All right, we're back with Crack. What's up? What's up, gamers? This is Pili.
What's going
Welcome,
on?
Pili. Welcome to the podcast. First time appearance, first time guest, second time lover. How you doing?
You know, I can't complain. It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for the food too.
Of course. Yeah, we went out to sushi just like we've done with the rest of the guests. I don't think, dude. So I think it was Anch. We took her out to this one spot out in Brentwood, and it was like the Japanese word for cat. I can't remember what it is, but that's was the restaurant's name. We didn't think anything of it, and then we went in there and there was just like cats everywhere, and the entire thing was like cat themed. And it was like all pretty chill. The food was good, and then along the sides we noticed they had little cat figurines with fucking buttholes and balls like right at eye level that we would just be looking at all throughout dinner. So we like took videos of them. It was fucking insane.
Well, that would definitely set the mood if
Oh,
you were
yeah.
there with your special someone.
It was like fat fucking sacks too. Like I don't know who made those cat toys, but they're out of pocket. Like it had no reason to be that big of a fucking nutsack.
You said that everything was cat themed. Was anything on the menu like cat themed?
No, it was just like the restaurant's like, hi, cat.
Speaking of cats.
But yeah, guys, welcome back. You guys are probably viewing this January 1st. Happy New Year's, fuckers.
Happy New Year's.
Yeah.
We made it another one.
We
What are you
did.
guys doing? How are you feeling? You got a headache?
Yeah, how's that headache? Nightmare. The night isn't over. Wake up.
No.
No.
Go find something else to step on.
Yeah, so everything recorded for like the next 4 uploads is all going to be recorded in the month of December and then posted throughout January. Starting with our beautiful boy Pili here. Pili, how do I know you? I know we started talking about this last night, but we didn't figure it out, did we?
No, I don't think we ever figured out like when I met you for the first time, but when we hung out for the first time, we figured that one out.
Yeah, so I know Pili from high school. He was a year older than me. Like G-Eazy, so did I. So, we were very swag and hip together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both had this slicked over fucking pomade look going at the time, too. Leather jackets.
Yeah, I can't remember. I thought your hair was long then, though.
I think when we met, that was like sophomore year, right? And at that time, I was growing it out, huh?
I'm just thinking of the pictures from the party bus, and there's going to be a video that you'll be in, so I guess
Yeah.
know for sure.
Yeah, that's what rolled before. We'll get right into it. Yeah, that was the first time I met you. I don't know how, but I finessed my way onto this party bus.
Well,
I had no right to be there.
I mean, all I remember is every single time I've ever thrown one of those, the people that commit, I usually have them pay me in advance or give me some sort of down payment just to lock their spot in, because the last thing I want to do is scramble last minute. That
Yeah.
shit's always hella stressful. But I mean, for the right people, you allow the right passes, certain circumstances. But anyways, last minute needed to scramble some more people together because, I mean, we're in high school. I don't have any extra money laying around. I'm counting on these people to show up to pay the driver when he gets there.
Wait, so were you turning 17 or 18?
This is my 17th.
Dude, you're such a sick 17-year-old.
Well, shit. Honestly, because this was my first year at College Park too, so
Yeah.
I was trying to get my
Sense
name
of
out
that.
there. Oh yeah, this was my first year at this school.
Yeah.
That I was trying to get my name out there and
Yeah.
had to make a statement with the party bus.
Yeah. Dude, so, yeah, I get invited somehow with my best friend at the time. And we both pull up. I know, I don't know anyone there except for you, pretty much.
No,
Like-
it was just you and Jazz that came, right?
Me and Ness.
Okay.
Yeah, we both pulled up. Yeah, it was, dude, it was just so random. It was my first real cool party that I went to where I was just yeah, this is fucking tight.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, okay, so this actually blew my mind. A lot of my friends didn't know what a party bus was.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I didn't know what one was until I moved there, and I would have never had the idea to go on one or start one until I moved to California.
Yeah, and it's funny because a majority of people that know of them all think of them as bachelorette sort of shit. You get one for or bachelor or bachelorette party sort of things where you get all of your boys together and you go on the party bus. But yeah, we were doing that shit in high school, dude. We were kind of nuts with it.
Yeah.
Um, But yeah, that night was wild. You just told the driver, like, just drive us through San Francisco, right?
Well, pretty much because I didn't know any places yet. I think I'd been in California for probably not more than 2 months, 3 months at the time.
Yeah.
So I basically just told him, I don't know where all the cool spots are. Take us to whatever you know, and we got however many hours.
Yeah, we went, I remember we went to Pier 39 or Fisherman's Wharf, one of them.
39.
Yeah, I think it was 39. Then we went to the Plaza, right?
Yeah. The Plaza. I remember we went to McCovey Cove. We
Yeah.
went to Treasure Island, and
The place
Union
where the
Square.
big Macy's is. Yeah. But yeah, we went all over. We were allegedly doing a shit ton of narcotics.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. What you looking for?
A lighter. It's okay.
You can go up. You can grab one. I'll fill. But yeah, no, we were just fucking bulling around the city. I did my first line of Adderall.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. Which was sick. Shout out Courtney. You know who you are. Thank you for enlightening me. It's gone, huh? Sorry, guys. Pili's looking for his ladder. But yeah, no. We were having a great fucking time. Everyone there was fucking hammered. Also, everyone was way too horny for that bus. Like, everyone... It's so much gas you're about to inhale.
Nah.
Yeah, that's tight. Yeah, no, fucking everyone there I felt like was like hopped up on horniness. Like everyone was dancing on multiple people and receiving multiple dances that night. I had my first lap dance, I think.
I think I could say the same.
Yeah, that was my first lap dance. It's my first time on a stripper pole.
Yeah.
Mother, I'm sorry.
Everyone's got to try it once.
Yeah, it was fun though. But yeah, that video will roll at the beginning of this. It was like all of us singing "Happy Birthday" to Pili. Yeah, dude, that was a fun fucking night.
What were you gonna say?
I was just about to ask what the highlight was for you.
I think it's got to be. I don't know if you were with me when it happened, but we were walking through Union Square, and I was with Dylan and Courtney, and there was like a woman who was walking with a mermaid suit on, and I wanted to tell her how beautiful she was because all of the narcotics I was on had me feeling horny, as you were saying. And
hold on, wait. How is she walking with a mermaid suit on? Isn't it like a mermaid, like a tail?
yeah, but I mean, how would you get one on if it didn't have a slot for your feet? Are you gonna flop around?
So is she like shuffling like a penguin?
No, I mean it looked okay. It was a mermaid, whatever you think a mermaid suit is that we could wear, where you could still walk.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
she could get her feet out.
Gotcha.
Right. Anyways, she was looking mad fine. She
Okay.
had nice curves, nice fins. But
Nice.
anyways, I was letting her know. I was like, hey, I like your suit.
Yeah.
She goes, thanks.
And
I was like,
yeah.
Oh,
Baited
man.
on the birthday.
I know.
Hey,
But-
cheers to that, my friend.
Hey, I guess that was my first time in the city too, and ever since then I was more cautious.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. Dude, I thought you were gonna bring up the fact that like or make up some story about how like Courtney started started handstand twerking, and at that moment we all knew that she was destined for fame and fortune.
That would have been a better route to go. I didn't even think about that. My story, I swear to God, that actually happened.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened. Was she there, Sanderson? I'll leak her because she's famous. Yeah.
Yeah?
Courtney Sanderson
Okay.
was there. Yeah.
Yeah, she was there.
The famous. This is my favorite. I love keeping tabs on Courtney. I love seeing how her life's doing.
I've never hoped for anything bad. I never was like one of the people that was talking bad about her. If it's someone that was close to us that was nice to me and she's doing good, so like.
Oh yeah, I've never talked bad on Courtney. I just love that that's how she like got famous.
Me too.
I love that it was handstand twerking. I love that it was DaBaby because there's not a more perfect combo.
Especially for who it is too, because
Oh, yeah.
like nobody would have expected that.
Yeah.
Which is good for her.
Yeah. No, that was just a funny route to go down. But yeah, so that was a highlight of your night?
Probably. I mean, to tell you the truth, the memories are a little foggy. Not only because of how long it's been, but also allegedly all the narcotics that I had
That's
been
so fair.
consuming. And I mean, some were for the first time. So
Wait, allegedly. What was the first time?
allegedly, I had done Molly for the first time.
Oh,
Quote,
really?
unquote, Molly for the first time on this bus.
You were rolling in the deep with fucking Adele, huh?
I was, honestly, and the worst part about it was it lasted for about 15 to 18 hours. And
Oh, shit.
it was probably around hour 8 is when I realized that it was not Molly.
It was probably like some cut ecstasy or some shit.
It was ketamine.
Oh.
And the
Fuck.
only reason I'm so certain in that is because the gentleman who sold it to me, he's deceased now, and I didn't do anything. Yeah, just to clarify.
You said that like we took care of it.
no, I was just clarifying. But like we had mutual friends, and I had talked to him about it like afterwards, and I was like,
Yeah.
X, you gotta tell me, like, I know what you gave me was not Molly. And he was like, it was cut with ketamine.
Wow.
So-
I've never heard of Ket making it last that long though. That's crazy.
Yeah, and this was when I was working at fucking Vitality Bowls too, and I got fired from there, and I'll tell you why if you want to know.
Yeah, go.
So-
Get the story.
Anyways, the reason I didn't get fired this day, but the night that I had rolled in the deep with Adele for as long as I did, I had work at 11 a.m. I think I may have gotten an hour of sleep if I was lucky. But anyways, I was working in the kitchen, and I don't know if you know, but the Vitality Bowls where we live in downtown, you know how it has a window where you could see through the back to the kitchen, like if you're ordering. So I was cutting bananas right there, and Jack and Martin came in while I was working, and while they were ordering, I was like tossing the shit in the air, and I was rolling, and I was fucking fruit ninjaing it while they were there, and
that's incredibly funny.
yeah, but honestly, I don't know if it was because I was rolling, but it felt like I had been cutting bananas for like my entire shift, which I very well could have. It was 4 hours of just bananas.
Tyson,
But anyways, the reason why I got fired from Vitality Bowls is one day a woman had came in with her son, and this is one of the times I'm going to use the words carefully, and I can only use it a few times.
Sure.
So she's ordering, and I forgot what bowl she ordered, but I brought it out, and she asked me where XX and X fruit was, and I said, oh, like that's blended into the bowl, it's not a topping.
Yeah.
She says, but on your menu, it says that it's going to be in the bowl. And I said, right, in the bowl. So we blend it, but your toppings are these ones. And she was just going on about how I didn't know how to do my job. And, I mean, I wasn't having the best time at that moment, and I didn't really care for the job too much. So I looked at her, and I looked at her son, and she had been calling me, like, stupid. She was telling me I'm, like, just a lowlife, and I can't even perform at a fucking fruit bowl place. So
your power bar's like leveling up every single time she throws an insult.
Yeah, so I'm just sitting there generating, and anyways, her son looks at me, I look at him, and I say, you know, I'm sorry that your mom is such a cunt. I'm sorry. And then, respectively, she asked to talk to the manager, and I told her that was me, which didn't get me far.
No, I said that. I'd like to make that very clear.
Which part? But, yeah, I told her I was the manager, and that didn't last very long. The real one came in, she told him, and he was like, I can't let you stay.
If you're going to go out, may as well go out like that. Like,
exactly.
That's hard as fuck. That kid will never forget that his mother is a cunt.
I would have chose a different word, honestly, if I could go back, but I feel bad because his mother is a cunt.
Yeah.
But... you know, it is what it is.
It's incredibly funny. Yeah, dude, so how many jobs have you been fired from?
Just that one.
Just that one?
Well,
and then
technically,
the insurance.
but that was more of a layoff.
Yeah, that doesn't
so,
count.
I don't know, but that was the only time I got fired. Let me think. Yeah, I that's it. That's the only time I got fired. Yeah.
Hey,
have you been fired?
Fucking respect. No, actually. I mean, I got laid off recently because of, recession and shit.
Yeah.
Then I got I also got laid off from my coffee shop job because of COVID, and then laid off from a seasonal job at Best Buy. So I'm never fired now.
Okay.
Which it's always just been job hopping more than anything else. Like just whatever new job comes around, like I take that before they get sick and tired of me.
Like sort of like a temp agency, but independent agent.
Yeah. I'm young. I got the means to do that now, so I may as well hoe around with my employment.
Hey, stack that resume like you were saying.
Yes, sir. Okay, so one thing I wanted to ask you, since we both went to the same high school, but we weren't incredibly close in high school per se.
No.
Whenever we kicked it, it was like we were close, but it was like few and far between when we actually did hang out in high school. But what was your most shit high school memory?
Well, it probably wasn't at College Park, but I can still tell you what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So this, am I allowed to name drop my old school? You haven't
Yeah,
had
yeah,
it from here.
It's just up to you on how much info you want on.
Oh, I don't care.
Yeah.
So I used to live in this little ass town in Washington that was called Centralia. It's about an hour and a half from Portland and an hour and a half from Seattle, right down in the middle.
Yeah.
98% redneck, 2% white. And basically, I was at school, and this was right in the middle of when I discovered Svedka and that it had different flavors. And at that time, sweet vodka, or sweet liquor in general, was just easiest for me to drink.
Hell yeah.
And I had put probably a fifth into a hydro flask that I had, and we picked it up that morning before we got to school. My neighbor used to drive me and my best friend Nico to school every morning. Stopped at Safeway, we went to school, filled the hydro. We're in gym class, and then we go on break. And let's see, we were, I don't know, maybe only half of the hydro deep, so I don't know, half of a fifth.
Yeah.
And this fool Nico stumbling all around the gym, and he doesn't look like hammered. It's kids in the gym, so I wouldn't have thought anything. But I was also drunk. But the gym teacher ends up telling the admin that he suspected that Nico was fucked up.
You're a
allegedly.
freshman at this time, right?
No, I was a sophomore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and on break, Nico and I had gone out to the car. I don't know if we were going to grab a phone charger or going to fill up the hydro more. But
hey, you went out there with Nico to take fucking belly shots real quick in middle of second period.
I would have done that in the bathroom. I'm a grimy bitch. But anyways, we were going out to the car to grab a charger or a shot, or I don't know what the fuck we were doing. But we had a school cop in. While we were in the car, we see this fool like stomping out, and I was like, well, this isn't going to be good.
Yeah.
So he gets up to us. He's like, hey, what are you guys doing? And I was like, oh, I was just grabbing a charger out of the car. He's like, yeah? You guys mind coming with me real quick? And no, that's fine. So we're walking, and while we're leaving the parking lot to step back onto the main sidewalk to get into the school, Nico steps up, trips over his own 2 fucking feet, stumbles right in front of the cop, and he goes, oh, sorry, just trying to play it off, but he gave him a weird look, and walks us into the school, takes him in first because he basically just gave up that he's fucking plastered.
Yeah.
And they sit me down in the office while they're interviewing or interrogating him. While I'm sitting in the office, I ask if it's alright if I can go to the bathroom. I pretend to go to the bathroom, run to the leadership room, try and stuff my hydro in the back of the bookshelf to hide it because it was in my backpack. Sit back down. 10-15 minutes goes by, cop comes back, has the water bottle in his hands. He's like, do you recognize this? And I said, no, why? And he said, do you want to come in here for a second? Takes me into his office. Our school had cameras. I didn't know that they worked. I thought they were just one of those things that were there. Because I lived in it was a pretty poor town. I didn't think that they would go over the top with making sure that all the cameras worked.
Even our high school didn't have functioning cameras.
And we live in a pretty nice area.
Yeah, I would have thought that if anything, roles reversed, but
exactly,
dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, so
they just caught everything on camera. Passed the water bottle.
Pretty much. But they had me blow, and I blew zeros.
No way.
Nico refused to blow, but I blew zeros, and I was not sober.
That's crazy. So you actually got off with it?
No.
Not at all.
No. I still had a fucking bottle of vodka. Yeah. That was still a problem.
Well, officer, I wasn't drinking it yet.
That's true. I did try to play that card. He's like, you're pretty lucky, but you do have the water bottle.
Oh, shit.
So I did get an MIP charge, which is like I think it's a really like light felony charge for minor in possession of alcohol. And
damn, they went fucking full balls to the wall with that.
Yep, got kicked out of leadership. They weren't a fan. They didn't think I was a leader. I disagreed, but that's why I moved here.
I thought you were swag for that, for the record.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
I thought that little fucking, like, the end of that story where you're like, oh, so you got off then. That might be a decent thing.
Yeah. Dude, so fucking, for me at least, I didn't start drinking until, like, pretty religiously. Until, like, senior year of high school, I'd say. So I was drinking. I never got caught at our school. What I did get caught with was welcome to the Zoomercast real quick. Back in high school, we sold fucking juice pills of nicotine.
Attaboy.
I mean, I think you're the one that set me up allegedly with my first fix.
That's probably true, but I couldn't say that I remembered it.
I think it was you, because I think that's actually how we might have met, because I knew that you were a guy that could get him.
I mean, honestly, the places that we went to, they were pretty lenient with a lot of people.
Oh, yeah, they had a crackdown by the end of our high school rank,
Yeah.
but yeah, dude, they would sell to a majority of people. Once I got in tight with them, though, it was over.
Yeah.
Because that was my small business.
Yeah.
I would carry around, because at the time everyone had like the little jewel pod, so I was a little fucking merchant of death with my little pod, or with my little fucking juice bottle, and I would charge like $3 to $5 refills depending on the person and the pod size.
That's not that bad though. You were running a legitimate.
Well, because
business.
each bottle is like fucking at least I'd say like 30 fills at least,
Yeah.
and I mean 3 to 5 per pop. It's like $20 a bottle. Fucking make a good amount of money.
Yeah, you're making $150 on a bottle. You pay $20 for it.
Yeah, and so eventually, I think this was like junior year. This was like started junior year. I always had this spot that I would kick it in with my friends, and I filled up for someone out in the open, like not in one of the bathrooms. Our bathrooms, by the way, were fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Can we talk about our school's bathroom? Because they were fucking trashed.
And I know some shit went down in those bathrooms.
Dude, oh yeah. Dude, I know people that had anal sex in the bathrooms, like...
Wow.
Yeah.
I knew they fucked, but I didn't know they, like, fucked in the Lord's loophole, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's next level.
Yeah, in fucking the J-Hall bathrooms.
Oh, those were the fuck bathrooms, though.
Yeah, those were the fuck bathrooms because they were so tucked, but it was also, I would say the smelliest fucking bathrooms. I don't know why, but, like, I feel like the pipelines ran straight underneath it.
I mean, I feel like we just explained why they may have smelled bad.
Yeah, they did.
Anal sex, bro.
Yeah, dude. Those bathrooms were disgusting. But yeah, so I'd normally sell out there, but for this time I was fucking selling out in the open. And one of my teachers saw me through the window. They fucking, they traced down, like, all the different people that I was with based off of description. They just knew who I hung out with. And so it got me and a bunch of my friends in trouble. I think I got suspended for a day.
That's not bad.
No, it wasn't bad at all. It was also, I mean, dude, it was also fucked because after that, I held onto a buddy's device because he had a class where he didn't want to get caught with it. And so I had his device. I don't even think I was toking nicotine at the time. I just had his fucking, his device on me. So I wasn't going to rat him out.
Was it a salt nick or like a vape? Like a mod?
No, it wasn't a mod. It was like a fucking, like, at that point, I think we were on storing drops.
Okay.
Dude, the evolution of the different devices was pretty insane.
I was there for it. We went through probably 4 or 5 different gens, but what I was gonna, real quick, what happened with I got caught up with a box mod on me and I was getting patted down by Jensen. And I walked.
Motherfucking Jensen.
Okay, slow, like 2-minute tidbit.
Yeah.
Basically, history class, I walk in late. This is while I'm on probation. From that alcohol shit that I was telling you about earlier. I walked in with fucking, what's his face, Isaac, and one other fool, I forgot his name. and they were smoking. So it was the tall history teacher. I forgot his name. Started with an E.
He's the one that reported me.
Really?
He was the one that got me. He saw me through his window.
Dude, he was the one that fucking said that we all smell like weed.
Dude, he's a narc bitch.
He really is. Okay, well, see, I'm glad I'm telling you this.
Yeah.
So he told the admin that we smelled like weed. Mind you, I was not smoking weed at this time because I wasn't trying to get fucking piss dirty, bro.
Yeah.
And we get taken to the office. While I'm walking in the office, I have this mod in my pocket. I take off the mouthpiece because there's someone walking in front of us, somebody walking behind us, like admin.
Yeah.
I take off the mouthpiece, throw it on the floor. The admin behind me picks it up. While she's doing that, I take the mod out of my pocket, slide it in my pants. So it's like right here.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I know, pretty slick.
Fuck yeah.
I go into Jensen's office. He's patting me down. What's that? That's my dick, sir. Oh. And then...
No way, he fell for it. He fell for the dick trick?
Yeah, a
Dude.
dick trick. Dick trick.
No, but like, dude, anyone that's patted down knows that if it's fucking that hard, it's definitely fucking like something.
I mean, think about it though. The mods, like, they were like...
Oh, did you have a cylinder one or did you have a box?
No, okay, I guess I misspoke. It wasn't a box. It was like a... It could have been a cock. Like,
Oh, okay,
it wasn't like a square.
Yeah,
You know?
that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you have like the fucking big ass like Walkman size
No.
and you're like, sir,
No.
that's my cock, and he's like, oh my bad, OG.
No. It wasn't like it wasn't square, but it was a mod. But yeah,
That's funny as shit. So Jensen actually, senior year, I'm with my homie, who's 2 years younger than me, and we're in the PE bathrooms, right? And we're in there. We're obviously fucking token right before fucking PE, and fucking we hear like boots behind us, and we're both like doing the thing where you piss in the urinal, but you have your vape in your mouth.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And you know those urinals are like directly like your back's to the door, so all they can see is your back. So as soon as we hear the boot on instant, it was probably one of the cool, those moments in life where everything kind of syncs up perfectly.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where we both dropped our devices out of our mouths and grabbed them and then shoved them down our pants.
Oh wow! So
At the same time, yeah, I both. Because, like, without even looking, just in my peripheral, at the same time I dropped it, I saw his drop, and he caught it as well, and I was like, okay, that was cool as fuck.
We'll talk about this after.
Yeah. I want to slap your hand so hard right now, my G.
Tug that cock.
Yeah. I feel sexually attracted to you now.
You ever felt homoerotic before?
What's that?
Anyways, walks in, boots stomping.
Yeah, so we turn around. Of course, it's Jensen.
The keys were jangling too.
Yeah, he fucking he pulls aside my friend. My friend says, he's like, yeah, he took my device. And then later, as I'm walking away, my friend tells me this all after the fact. We both walk out of the bathroom. We obviously do like a little head nod to him. Jensen walks after me and he says, hey, what are you doing? And I was just like, I just took a leak going out. He's like, well, you didn't wash your hands and you were vaping. So like there's that. And I was like, no, it wasn't. He was just like, okay, so you're just telling me that you and your, I'll say his name, Jeff, you're just telling me that you and Jeff were just pissing next to each other. I was just like, yes, sir. And he said, it's your senior year. This is your one time. Keep on going.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so he homied me. I got my one
it.
time with Jensen, and I was like, you know what? After that, completely new outlook on Jensen. Shook his hand at graduation. I was like, damn. Respect.
I respect him.
Yeah, because he also didn't bust Jeff. So it was just like a win-win for everyone.
Damn. Well, maybe that means he knew it wasn't my cock.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he grabbed it and he was just like, that's a hard dick to be in front of me.
Like, I don't know, dude. I haven't always been open about it, but older men are a little kid.
Yeah, alright, so speaking of dicks, this is my secret question for you.
Shit.
Cut or uncut?
Oh, cut.
Cut?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Solidarity. Okay, so the only reason I asked this is because I had a friend recently. My friend is looking into different ways to put skin back on his penis. And I'm not going to say who this friend is, but I don't think it's possible. I don't think that there's a medical procedure for it. And if there is, it's got to be really bad and probably not the same thing as having your original skin on.
Well, obviously.
But, like, in my eyes, I prefer the cut. You know, I don't like a little hoodie on my fucking man. you know?
That's true, but it sounds like he might. And at the end of the day, maybe he was talking to someone that he likes a lot, and they want an extra inch or two, and they're gonna tug on the hood. You know what I'm saying?
That's not how it works, though. It's not an extendo mag.
If you're creating it, it could be whatever you want.
That's true, I guess. I mean, the way I look at it, I just don't want to rack my shotgun every time I need to shoot. You know what I mean? Like.
Well, you could also. You don't have to clean it up every time if you're alone. You know, you could just cover
Yeah, but
the
that's
hatch.
how you get cheese stick.
Well, you don't have to let it fucking. What's the word? I couldn't. Damn.
Marinate.
I was gonna say marinate, but then I was gonna say ferment. But
Yeah,
either one.
You don't want to leave the hot tub on.
No, exactly. You're talking about cheese dick. Clean that shit.
Yeah. Well, just the amount of people I know that have actually smelled their fucking dick is like disturbing.
I've definitely smelled my dick.
You've like, I know that like you know, like say like after sex and you're like driving home, you're like fuck, like I rank, but like, or like, you know, if you're like having a stay at home day and you're like fuck, a little stinky, but like imagine like someone who isn't cut having to deal with that shit all the time. Like it's a lot of upkeep. You gotta be on top of it.
I think that if I mean, no shade to anybody that has a hood, but personally, if I made it this far, well, I wouldn't have made it this far into my life if I did, because I would have got it cut off.
Really?
I don't know, like, why do I have an opinion towards dicks? You can think whatever you want. I just, if I look at that, like I see it in porn, and you see a hooded cock. Personally, I think that shit's gross, and I wouldn't want that.
Yeah, to me, it's just less appeal.
Me too.
It's kind of like having a car wrap on your nice car, you know? It's like,
yeah.
If your Corvette's always underneath the cover, it's not. Is it really a Corvette?
Would you rather have a fucking corn on the cob with the hood on still?
Exactly. Do you want the leaves on the cob, bro?
No, you don't. It looks way better.
You don't want to shuck the corn every single time you're hungry, bro.
Exactly.
If I'm ready to munch, I'm ready to munch now.
Not well. If I could munch, I would.
Yeah.
But
that's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. Okay. Sorry, that was just a weird little question I like needed to get off my chest.
It's cool. Give me 10 seconds.
Yeah. Did you want to rip a shotty? All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Sorry for the little intermission, guys. It's just going to become a standard whenever we have a new guy on. We force him to shotgun.
I like it. We get to find out who you really are.
Yeah, that's what me and Gabe. What we did was we started drinking anytime we record. There's actually a lost episode. I guess we haven't recorded since then. But for you guys now get to know that there's a full episode out there that we just had to trash. Not only because it was it was like we had to cut so many different parts due to us recording in 4K and 60 FPS on accident, and our phones ran out of storage in the middle of the episode twice.
That's fun.
Each, yeah. So it would have been like we had to piece together all of it, and I was like, okay, I'll just put in the extra work, whatever.
Well.
And then we looked at the file size. A normal episode for us is like maybe like 25 gigs, right? Like what we're recording right now is about 25 gigabytes. And you gotta upload that. All of those files together was like about 100.
Holy shit.
And then to upload it and then edit it in like Premiere and then put it all out, it would have been like an additional 100. So it would have been like 200 gigs. We were like, dude, this is fucked. We gotta scrap this. So yeah, there's a lost episode that you guys will never see, but get fucked.
I'll watch it in the piece.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so talking about cocks, we're talking about your worst sex experience. Hit me with it.
Okay, so I think that these stories, it's important to get the context leading up to it, so that
Go for it.
All right, so same person was involved in this story, Nico.
Yeah.
I'm hanging out with him, and his grandma I think she had surgery, and she was in the hospital for her shoulder or something. And
No way, you fucked his grandma.
Not this time. We were, oh shit.
My bad, Nico. My bad, Nico.
No. But basically, She was in the hospital because she had shoulder surgery, and neither one of us had our license, I don't think. And Nico took his grandma's car out, and we were like doing donuts and shit. We had gone to Jack in the Box, got a milkshake. We went to this girl's house because she wanted Jack in the Box. She lived in the middle of fucking nowhere,
Mm-hmm.
and she probably ate for like 10, 15 minutes, and I made it very clear that I was only bringing her Jack in the Box if I got to beat. And
wait, if you got to what?
if I got to beat, like I'm trying to,
to fuck.
slam
Okay.
biscuits.
Yeah.
I was just trying not to be vulgar, but
Okay, yeah, you were going to fucking fill up the hog.
exactly.
Yeah.
Fill up the hog. I mean, she was pretty small. I'd say her more of like a chinchilla, not a hog. But
Welcome back to Misogynist Cast.
yeah. Sorry, I'm not trying to objectify this woman, but in a moment you'll understand why it's okay, considering what she did to me.
No, I like this trade-off of Jack in the Box for sex. I think that we should start doing this more.
I mean, if she's okay with it, then fine.
Yeah. You know, if she wants tiny tacos for her tiny taco, bro, like, I'm fucking here for it. You know? Like...
I mean, an eye for an eye, tiny taco for a tiny taco.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Jesus did ordain.
I think it's a solid guideline to go by.
Yeah,
But,
I'm with you on this.
what was I going to say? Anyways, pulled up to how she ate. I don't know why, but I hadn't waited for her to, like, digest her food before we engaged in
Yes.
fornication. So
Okay.
I think you can see where this is going.
Yep.
Anyways, she's sucking my dick, and at the time I was a bit of a head pusher. Now I'm more of an observer, but I was pushing down, and I'm sure you know she fucking throws up all over me.
Dude.
Jack in the Box, fucking burgers, milkshake, curly fries that were still
Tiny
curlies.
tacos.
The tiny tacos weren't there. That was a
Okay,
missed
okay.
opportunity, but
Fair. Dude, that's heinous. Wait, were you in a whip?
huh?
Were you in a car?
No, I was on the carpet.
Oh.
But so she was like, "Do you want me to keep going?" I said,
That's a soldier.
"I guess," but for me, I was chilling, you know.
Yeah.
Dick was soft, gooch was wet. I was ready to go home.
Yeah.
So I left, and we did donuts on the way home, and ended up getting pulled over on the street that he lived on, and the cop let us go because it was Thanksgiving.
That's probably the coolest Thanksgiving story I've heard. Dude, that's tight.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that's heinous. That's
Yeah.
pretty bad, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I might have told this story on the pod, but I know you're going to find it funny, so I won't tell it again. My worst time was, I think I was like a junior at this point, and this girl lived a few blocks away from me. So, I don't skateboard. I know, like, I look like it, and, like, you probably think I'm really cool because you think I skateboard, but I don't. I hate to break that illusion.
I'm actually disappointed that you're on my couch now, but carry
I'm
on.
kind of a poser, yeah. But I did ride my board over very sloppily, and I skated over to her house, and it was our first time hooking up. She was like a girl I shared a class with. We were having a great time at first. Also, she was just a fucking normie. Like, I will complain. Like, she fucking put on The Office on her laptop,
No.
which is just like,
Stop.
yeah. I mean, you're no longer in middle school. Like, come on, man. We gotta evolve at some point.
You've got to separate yourself from
Yeah.
the pack.
Yeah, so, you know, we're hanging there, we're enjoying The Office. I'm just excited because I know, like, we're gonna fuck.
Enjoying the office. Carry on.
I'm enjoying spooning, really. The Office is on, but, you know, it very much escalates, right? We start getting to it. And we start going at it. Obviously, I'm fucking rapping at this point. But she's on top, and she rips ass. And I'm thinking it's a queef because she's on top. Because that happens, you know? It's not like it's not like an unnormal thing, right? Like, this is like, for me, I'm like, this is another fucking day, another dawn, another queef, right?
Another queef.
And then the fucking stench hits me. And
Oh.
I'm like, that wasn't a queef.
Well,
But I, like the fucking God-fearing soldier I am, I power through. Because I'm like, at the end of this day, like I'm still getting done what I need to get done, you know?
Yeah, you could fuck like this, though.
Yeah, exactly. So, I continue on, but like I do like pause. Like I kind of pause when I hear it because like the smell and everything is almost immediate. And she's like, "Is there a problem?" And I was like, "No." And so we keep on going, and then it happens again, and this time it's a worse smell, and it's like within like 2 minutes. Like it's not even a long amount of time. So
she wasn't even trying to hold it in.
Yeah. So at that point, like she's very much like on top of me, like very like chest to chest, and I just like stopped pumping, and she was just like, "You okay?" And I'm like, "I think I need to go pee." And so I threw on my underwear, my pants, but I couldn't find my shirt, so I just like went to the bathroom without my shirt on. Turned on the bathroom light, opened the door, closed it but didn't go in, and then ran out of her house grabbed my skateboard, grabbed my shoes, and skateboarded home shirtless.
I mean, she should have known something was up when you threw the trousers on and the pants.
Yeah.
Like honestly, if you were just going to the bathroom to dribble, then you wouldn't have put all that back on.
It was just such a bad smell, and dude, it was awful.
So do you think that if the smell wasn't like not as bad, then it would still be your worst sex experience?
I think if say there's no smell, but she rips ass a third time, I was still doing the same thing. Because at that point, I'm like, fucking hold it, please. For the love of God. I'm not ripping ass in front of you.
Yeah.
This is our first time. That's the thing. If this was like a long-time girlfriend, totally different story.
Even while you're fucking, though, like, 2 times in 2 minutes is unnecessary.
It is unnecessary. It's just like just go to the bathroom. Just be like, hey, listen, I need a break for a second.
Hold it like the rest of
us. Or just hold it, you know? Like, come on, man. But yeah, no, like, if it was like a girlfriend, though, absolutely, you weather the storm, right? Like...
Yeah, we talk about it after.
Yeah, we talk about it after, because at that point, I'm assuming in, like, a relationship, like, the long-term relationships I've been in, I'd be chill, like, if that same situation happened. Not fucking...
It's not a deal breaker.
Yeah. To my fucking year-long relationship, I fucking throw on my underwear, pants, skateboard out of the house. Kick flip on my way out. That was fucking rank. Oh, dude. Yeah, no, that was... I think that's my worst, just in the sense of, like, bad circumstance. Like, I've had bad sex, but, like... I feel like that's nowhere near as good as a story.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I could talk... I've had more bad sex than anybody I know, you know? And I feel like I might be responsible, but...
That's fair.
That's okay.
That's so fair. Alright, so you said you wanted to talk about police encounters a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see. I've got a few, but... How about you tell me one of yours so that... I can get a gist of it.
So, I would say I'd probably say like the coolest time I ever had an altercation with the law or authority. I've never been arrested in my life. I've never gotten it. Well, I've gotten tickets, but like I haven't gotten in any sort of trouble that put me in like actual like life damaging trouble. But like the worst time I mean, you did it on camera, which means I have to.
How is she?
She's nice. That's all I'm going to take.
It's okay.
We both know that I shouldn't take more. It was, I was hanging out with like a fat group of people. Like 8 of us or so. And we have like multiple different whips. One of the guys I'm with allegedly has... Huh? Oh, that'd be great, yeah. Allegedly has some blocaine on him. Allegedly. And he's doing said blocaine in my whip. Which I'm okay with just as long as you clean up after yourself. That's just my car rules. Do whatever the fuck you want. Don't get caught. Don't get me caught. And don't fucking make a mess. Like, that pisses me the fuck off when I drive people somewhere and they leave a mess in my car.
Can people fuck in your car?
That's a good question. We're coming back to that. But anyways, his homie's doing blocaine in the backseat. and I'm just assuming it's gone. We're at a middle school or elementary school like parking lot, right? And there's like houses neighboring the parking lot we're in, and we're playing like our music isn't like incredibly loud, but it's also like 11 or midnight at this point, and a bunch of cops pull up, and I have a case of beer in my car. So immediately, as soon as the cops pull up, I see him. I throw a flannel over the case. No, I'm solid. I'm DDing, so like I'm not drinking at all. But like everyone else around me has open containers in my car. So immediately I'm like, you guys need to hand them all to me right this second, because I knew that they weren't going to be smart with it. So before the cops like actually got in front of our cars, I flicked one behind my back over the fence. So one was taken care of. The next one I shoved down my pants, like right in the front. And then the third one, I was like, fuck, where do I put it? And so I put it right behind my foot on the ground, because I knew the cops were going to hop out. And so they all come out. They're questioning all of us, asking if we're drinking. They see very clearly that the other car has like open alcohol in them, so they're about to start like yelling at them, right? I'm thinking these guys are all getting DUIs, but like I cannot get a DUI here. So they come over to me. They're starting to talk to me, and without them noticing, I kick the can right behind my tire, so the third can's taken care of. I'm like, fuck yeah, that was sick. Mm-hmm. And they were like, can we look through your car? And I'm like, no. Like, do you have reasonable cause? Like, there's no reason for you to go through my car. He's like, well, I see a little baggie right there on the ground. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And sure enough, the kid had dropped his bag of snow that was empty. And it definitely looked like there was cocaine in it. I was like, oh, no, I'm done for.
Yeah.
And he picks it up, and I'm like, sir, I've been driving these people around. I'm DD. You can breathalyze me. I haven't been drinking. But, like, that's not my baggie. Like, I don't know how that got there, genuinely. And he was just like, well, it looks like a bag of cocaine, and your floor looks like it has a bunch of weed on it. Because, like, we had, like, gone through a bunch of plants, and, like, there was, like, dirt and stuff, and apparently he thought it was weed. So he's about to search my entire car, and then the other cop pulled him aside, and then they turned around and were like, hey, listen, you guys just need to go home right now, get out of here, and we're not going to, like, do anything about this. And we're like, holy shit. We all just got lucked up, because there was, like, 3 different drivers there. Like,
what, do you think they got another call or something?
I think they got another call, yeah, and they didn't want to fucking file paperwork for 8 kids and a fucking bag of empty cocaine and dirt on the bottom of the fucking car. Yeah. I mean, they probably could have realistically given us all DUIs, myself included, for just having possession.
I mean, you can't get a DUI if you're not driving. You could have got one, but not everybody else.
Yeah. I mean, the kids they had open cans in their hand.
Yeah, but how did they get a DUI? They're not driving under the influence.
Yeah.
They could get a possession charge, minor in possession.
Yeah, they could get minor in possession.
Come on, man. I've been through the court system.
That's true. Yeah, actually speak to that. Yeah, because yours is way more interesting than mine, because I've never been caught. But
oh, well, you got caught. You just got fucking lucky.
I got lucky, yeah.
Me, every time I got caught, we were in a small town, so they're not getting any other calls, dog. We're the only ones that they can deal with. But I don't know. One time, which one would you prefer to hear about? The one where I got the driving without a license DUI allegedly charge? Or, well, I guess that's an allegedly. I don't know. Or,
it's just funny to throw it on after that full sentence. Yeah, driving without an under influence in a stolen car with no license, allegedly.
Well, I'm just trying to be safe.
Yeah, let's hear that one.
Okay.
Which one got you in more trouble?
Probably this one.
This one, okay.
The other one I didn't get in trouble. It was just funny because when he pulled up, Nico was getting his dick sucked in the backseat.
That's the best way to go out. Because if you're going out, you got...
We didn't go out. I don't know. He just tried to play it off and say that they were cousins. But we lived in the...
Whoa, wait.
98% redneck, so like...
So that's the past. He's like, all right, brother, fuck yeah.
You know. But, I don't know.
Protect and serve.
Keep the genes in the family branch, straight line. You know what I'm saying?
All of us, man, police officers, we all fuck each other. This goddamn tradition.
God damn it.
Okay, so what was the other one, though?
Okay, so the whole reason I had even been in a car is I had gone to pick up some woman. Her name was Monica, and I was 15, I think, and I was taking her home, and then on the way back to the crib, it was probably like 8:30 a.m. at this point. I was half a bottle of Svedka deep.
Yeah.
And we stopped at the gas station because we needed gas, and I put probably, I want to say, $1.37.5 in the car because that's all we had in change. When we left the station, I forgot to fucking close the gas cap, dog. While I'm driving down the street, cop blurps me. I'm looking at Nico passed out drunk in the passenger seat, and I'm like, dude.
Wait, so it was you and Nico both times?
It's me and Nico is every time.
Dude, just bad parenting.
I know, dude. But anyways, fucking, I look at him like, I'm fucked. Like, I'm so fucked. He's like, Chinese fire drill. Chinese fire. You know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, what do you mean? We're driving and he's already behind us.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, we can't do that. Like, I'm already fucked. So I pulled over, cop comes up.
Wait, was he as drunk as you?
He's probably more fucked up
Oh, Jesus. Why did you want to do the Chinese fire drill?
because he had his license.
Oh.
And he was, honestly, he was a real one. When we got caught at the school, he tried to take possession charge for the alcohol. He tried to hop in the front seat and drive, take that charge for me, too. He's always been like
That's
that.
crazy.
Yeah, but anyways, cop comes up. I definitely don't look like I should be driving at this point in my life either.
Yeah.
So he walks up to me and asks me for my license. I give him my permit because in Washington, you can get your permit the day you turn 15 and you don't have to take any sort of test, exam,
Really?
nothing. Yeah. Day you turn
Washington
15,
rules. You get to fuck your cousin and you drive at 15 with the permit?
I don't know if this part rules, but you can consent at 16.
Okay.
I just wanted to throw that
Well,
out.
so, so I was cool with the cousin thing.
16-year-old cousins are alright.
Fucking Christ.
But, anyways, asked me for my license, give him my permit. He says, you can't drive. I say, I know. He asked me if I have anything to drink. I let him know, as the good Mormon that I am, I cannot drink. So, obviously not. So he asked.
The Lord says I can't, officer.
I don't even, honestly, I don't think I hope, is Mormon God? I feel so ignorant right now.
Dude, I don't know. And I was raised heavily Christian, but I don't know about the Mormons God.
Me neither. Anyways, I'm sorry if you're Mormon.
I know they had Joseph. Like, he was a dude.
He was. But he asked me to, and I said no. And he ended up calling the owner of the car, which was Nico's grandma, who had to come pick us up.
Damn, you've done the worst to his grandma. You fucking filled her up like a slop bucket.
I wasn't a slop bucket. Trust me, I was polite to her. And I gave her a Danish.
I was nice to her, thank you very much.
I fed her a Danish before, and we fucked in the Lazy Boy on recline.
Hey, Nico, we salute the fuck out of you. You let him use your grandmother like a tire.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so it was her car, so she had to come and bail you guys out?
She didn't bail us out. We didn't get arrested. She came to the spot, picked us up.
Oh.
I'm surprised that he released me to his grandma. I don't know what lie I told, but
Yeah. Because
yeah.
it should have been your own parents, right?
Well,
Or
I didn't live with my parents.
it should have been your
Grandparents.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know how that part happened, but yeah, I got a fucking piece of mail like 2 or 3 weeks later. Well, I did. My grandparents did from fucking Lewis County Sheriff's Office or court. I had to go to court, and that's when I got put on probation, and I moved here shortly after.
Wait. So he caught you. So did he mark you as underneath the influence or just driving underage?
I went to court and fought the DUI.
Oh, okay.
Got the charge for driving without a license. Ended up getting a DUI.
Yeah, because he didn't breathalyze.
Exactly.
That's tight.
10 months probation, I believe it was, and like 50 hours of community service, which I don't want to say how I got out of that. I mean, could you cut it?
Yeah, we can cut this.
My mom signed my 50 hours off at the school, and I didn't do shit. So that was cool.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I've done the same thing, but from a church.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you
I
forge?
helped my aunt out for like 4 hours, and she like marked me off for like 80.
Oh, that's so plugged.
Yeah. Anyways, cut back in.
Oh, I have to piss though.
You want piss?
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind. False cut. Alright, we'll cut back in here. Pili had to take a piss break. I just wanted to say that we've had Animal Planet playing in the background for like this entire episode. It's been one of the most magical experiences. I've seen spiders make webs. I've seen magical sunsets. I cut back in while you're pissing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Magical Sunset. Body Chill Music Factory now playing.
What are we doing?
Let me see who just popped off. Okay. I'm gonna cut that part because the Siri kicked in. Alright, we're cutting back into... Pili just didn't want to reveal how he got out of community service because that's some deep cut knowledge that we can't put you young street gangsters on.
No.
We can't let the young street soldiers know too much. They're still soldiers.
Especially because I mean, you kind of got to figure that shit out for yourself.
Yeah, we're not your dad.
Yeah.
We're not. Go find your dad. Where's he at?
Yeah.
Why haven't you seen him in forever?
Grow up like the rest of us, you pussy.
Yeah, go to therapy. Get
No.
your issues dealt with.
No. Deal with that shit on your own.
We're not your therapist. This isn't your couch. This isn't. Do you want to wrap it here or hold on. Actually, real quick, let's end it on this question. Would you let your homie, and if so, like circumstance wise, I want you to think about this. Like, what level of homie do you need to be for you? Like, what level of homie does the guy need to be to fuck in your car? Like, is there a level? Is there not a level at all?
Well, answer me this. What's more generous, letting somebody fuck in your car or letting somebody fuck in your bed?
Oh. More generous?
Like, what would require you to be more of a homie to do so?
Car. Because my bed, I can change the sheets. I don't think he has super nut or she has super squirt that's going to soak my matty.
That's true. Okay.
I do worry about my car, which like is like my second room because I drive so often. If my car has my homie's semen in the seats, that's a huge fucking bullet for me at least.
Semen in the seats, unless you want a snack. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, when the sun hits it, it starts crystallizing.
It turns into a little chip.
That shit look like a booger on a shirt.
It does. Or your snot, like when you sneeze. You know what I mean?
Okay, so would you let your homie fuck in your car?
I'm trying to think if I have let a homie fuck in my car. The only thing is like, first of all, you know you're not fucking in that car.
Exactly. Like, your car's nice. That's why I think it's a bit... I mean, my car's also nice, but I think your car's more flashy nice.
Not that. You can't fuck, like, there's not enough room to fuck in that car, is what I'm saying.
No shot. Can I release the model of car you have?
That's fine.
Yeah, I think you can fuck in a Mustang, my friend.
You can fuck in a Mustang, but it's not optimal. I've done it. And that was in an older model with fucking Fox bodies that are wider than what I have now. Those are the fastbacks are not nearly as big of an interior as those. And when I fucked in that older car that I had, it wasn't
Wait, two-door Challengers. They don't have a lot of room, right?
more than a Mustang.
Oh, they do have more than a Mustang?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, actually, now I'm thinking about it, I can't remember the last time I was in a Challenger, so...
Okay, but like so here's the situation, right? We're at the bar again, right? Say it's like Dylan, right? Dylan hits you.
yes.
He's like, yo.
Yes.
Okay, so like Dylan level. I don't expect to be on this level for you to let me fuck in your car.
He hasn't been laid in this many years. So I would let him fuck
I don't think you
anywhere.
covered that perfectly, but I'll blur it.
So I'd let him fuck anywhere he wants.
That's fair. That's fair.
He could fuck on me. He could fuck me.
That's
Oh,
fair.
sweetheart.
You know, just so the boy can get some. That's fair. That's appropriate.
Yeah.
Okay, so it would be a yes for you, just depending on the friend and the circumstance.
If you would either clean my car afterwards or pay somebody to clean at least where you fucked, and I would let
Oh yeah,
I would let pretty much most friends fuck, like 96.5% of friends.
that's so fair. Yeah, no, I think my answer is pretty much the same. I want to know where it is, so that way I'm never gonna sit there again.
What?
Because the worst thought in my mind is having my ass cheeks where my homie's ass cheeks were. Like bare ass cheeks.
Well, that's assuming your homie also fucked in the car.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, I don't want to sit where his bare ass cheeks
Oh, I
are
see what you're
fucked.
saying.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, at least not in my own, like, property. But I think I would. It would just, for me at least, I'd expect the same back. So, like, I know that if this is the homie's, like, I wouldn't call it, I don't think this deserves a one time, right? You know how you always get one homie one time? Where it's just like, no matter what, trust me, this is my one time, and you have to do it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as big of a deal as a one time, but it's kind of like a favor for a favor. I definitely need something back for that.
I think it's so circumstantial too, though.
Yeah, like, so say like we're at the bar like we were last night, and we have like you want a pipe, right? I absolutely let you use my car, but like to get back for that, like I would want like at least like the next 2 rounds of drinks on you.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah,
That's
like,
a very fair
Yeah, no, like I think there needs to be some sort of barter system here.
A barter system
Much
for
like
car
Jack
fucking.
in the Box for sex, when there's also 2 rounds of drinks for car sex.
You know, you better ride the fuck out of me, bitch. Oh, sorry.
Hey, let's make our own fucking currency system. Alright, I think we
Yeah.
got something going on here.
Yeah, barter system for car fucking and for just fucking in general.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so shout out Pili. His @ will be at the beginning. You guys can follow him there. Thank you for being on, my friend.
Dude, appreciate it. Thank
Any closing words that you'd like to leave these people to live or leave their lives by?
you. Yeah, honestly, if you're not following the Base Nostalgia podcast on every platform that you have downloaded
don't
on that
chill.
phone, you better go do that shit. Otherwise, you're a miserable piece of shit. Okay, I don't mean it, but really, you should consider because these are some
Any
good
other
people.
advice besides a fucking free ad?
That's not a free ad, dog. I'm telling you.
You
These
have
are
no
hard-
idea how much I sucked his dick just for that sentence.
Hey. It didn't take Jack in the Box, but anyways, no, honestly, that's what I gotta say. I think that you should support your friends, and I think that you should support people that do good things. And I don't know if you've released the new thing that you're gonna do yet with the donations, but once you guys see that,
Oh, yeah, hold on, wait, we actually, real quick, before we sign off, I'll talk about it, yeah.
okay.
Guys, so that you guys are seeing this January 1st, if you're late, fuck yourself, go check out our social medias, though, because we have a very cool TikTok there.
Told you.
Either on Instagram, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, any of those different platforms, check it out. It's a little minute-long clip. I think that's going to summarize it better than I can, but long story short, we're going to be giving to charity for the next 6 months for every single sub. So, if you're seeing this, hit that fucking red button. Leave a like and comment. But fucking, your money's going to charity. You hit that button, there's free money going to charity. Like, you guys aren't paying a cent. We just take a sub.
And how is it monitored? Like, what are you gonna monitor it day by day? Like, you're gonna say, okay, I got X amount of subs more. Now I'm gonna go donate this tomorrow, or how are you gonna do that?
We're gonna have like a hard cutoff date, and we're assuming because I think our YouTube is suffering, like 19 subs maybe. We're assuming that it's going to start at 0. Like, we're just going to say like, okay, it started at 0, so we're already 19 in, right? And then as it lists in the TikTok, at that end cut date, that's how much we're going to donate to charity, and then I'll be doing stand-up. So we're going to release a podcast talking all about that for like a way longer amount of time. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.